guys, welcome to another episode of Behind the Beauty. I'm your host, Gigi Jeans, where we talk all things beauty and business. You guys, I have the one and only, the barber star. He is an educator. He is a top licensed barber. He is just everything. I met him a couple of years ago. You were speaking on a panel, and I was just inspired by you because I wasn't even doing brows at that point.
Word.
But I saw you, and I was just like, let me focus on one thing.
And now you blowing up.
And now I'm here. So he is like inspirational. You guys, he's been in the industry for years. He's into art. He's a husband. He's a father. Let's introduce Marcus.
Hello, guys. Hey,
welcome, Marcus.
I like that intro. That's fire. I like that. I feel very.
Do you even remember that?
No, like I talk so much, but now it's like, wow, that is actually kind of dope. You know what I'm saying?
You were on a panel with Demi.
Okay,
and
yeah.
You guys were talking about working on set.
I remember that. That was like upstairs somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah,
that's where I first met you.
I had a little fly hat on too.
Yeah, you was.
I had looked like a little gumshoe. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a detective out in that thing. But it's cool. I remember that. Yeah, that was dope.
You have a lot of experience as a barber. But I want to know, like, where did all this start? Did you come from like a family doing cutting hair or?
No, actually, I was raised in Gwinnett County, so not too far from where we're at right now.
Okay.
Off of Jimmy Carter. So right behind my apartment complex was a barber shop. Mm-hmm. So these two gentlemen started a barber shop at the barber shop that I used to go to. They were like, yo, we're going to split off and, do our own thing. So they're the ones who moved behind my apartment complex. Mm-hmm. And so I was going to them for a few months and, I was seeing them like, really run their business. Like the barbers started coming in, they started getting more and more. They filled up the whole shop. It's really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? So at one weekend I come to get my hair cut and there's this young brother named Russell. I remember Russell. He's a barbershop owner too. Shouts out to Russell.
Okay.
But Russell was sweeping up the hair. He was like the little sweeper kid in the shop. And I was like, yo, what is he doing? And the owner of the shop was my barber. So he was like, oh, Russell, he cleans up, sweeps up, what you trying to do? You trying to work? I was a little chubby boy back then. They was like, you trying to work, Bookman? I was like, dang, why you gonna call me Bookman, man? What's all that about? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I said, yeah, I want to see what's up. So they made me come the next Thursday. So the next Thursday I was like just shadowing Russell and I just like watched him just like interact with all the barbers, getting cash money. This is back in, early 90s. So I'm like, the bootleg man coming in, getting Russell free shirts. The shirts that had the lining on the inside still. You didn't even rip it out. You just still kept that Nautica because it was a new Nautica. You ain't never seen that Nautica shirt, but you kept it on because that thing, So I was just like really just fascinated and loved the shop atmosphere. Mm-hmm. So from that weekend on, I just worked every weekend all the way to I was moved from here. So I was maybe 14. So I worked there for several years, right? And just got to see so many different, entrepreneurs at that time. Mm-hmm. I got to see the fly guy, the guy that everybody's waiting for, all the football players, basketball players, because we were in Gwinnett. So they were having their training out there. A lot of the football players.
For the Falcons.
For the Falcons,
okay.
Yeah. One of the barbers actually was Michael Vick's barber back in the day. Craziness. So I'm seeing a guy like this dude coming in fresh, shouts out to Go B. He always come like, you don't never say nothing about me.
Here you go.
There you go, Go B. You in there now, right? So just seeing him, then I'm seeing the responsible guy, Mario. Then I'm seeing the super responsible guy, D. Then I'm seeing, the guy who don't show up on time. Then I'm seeing the guy who's super talented, the best barber in the shop, but doesn't show up. I'm seeing all the different, examples of what a barber shop is. Mm-hmm. And this is back in the day when, this is where men congregated. So you can hear conversations about comedy. I was seeing comedy specials, at a very young age that was rated R, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in the barbershop. So, I'm just advancing in life a lot earlier than most kids. So I just attribute all my maturity to being around so many amazing black men, at that time in a very, transformative years of my life. You know what I'm saying? So they showed me what hard work was. They showed me how to interact with clients. They showed me how to just be somebody who was responsible with their money. Even though I was a little kid, I still take that money across the street, go to the arcade. Man, I don't even know if y'all know about that arcade back in the day. I'll be on.
I used to love arcade.
Man, it was like the casino for me.
It was.
I call that the thing. I call that casino back then. You know what I'm saying? Get on Street Fighter, spend about a good $25.
I like Pac-Man.
Oh, you did? Okay,
yeah.
You was on there? Okay, cool. So, I just started seeing just like learning different things like that, you know, at a young age. And so my mom got into a car accident, shattered her knee, and we couldn't afford to live in, you know, Gwinnett at the time. So we moved to Tennessee where my grandmother stayed, right? And so at the time there was no barbers in the town. There was 2 barbers actually. There's one who was like, he drank a lot, you know what I'm saying? So nobody was gonna go to him because he gonna give you that smiley face line.
Right,
Y'all brothers know that smiley face Tennessee hairline. They just look like it is you a little devilish, you know what I'm saying? I was not gonna get my hair cut by him, and then there was the other young dude, and you know I was like, I'll just, you know, I'll figure it out on myself. So, you know, my cousin gave me some clippers, and I was like, man, I've been watching these guys do it the whole time. So I just started lining myself up all through high school, you know, being very meticulous about my lineup, my waves. You know, I had them joints spinning. They was spinning. They was spinning. Boy, matter of fact, just if y'all want to know how much they were spinning, I even have a GQ video right now, if you can go look at it, on how to get waves. So if you want to still get waves, I'll show you how to get waves. I'm in GQ. That's some fly stuff.
Yes.
2
Congratulations.
videos. Yeah, and how to color your beard too on
wow.
GQ. So, yeah.
Look at that.
But yeah, man, just started, you know, like lining myself up. Then I started lining my teammates up. And then, you know, that just grew from like, you know, just cutting Kepakai's hair before, you know, a track meet, you know what I'm saying? And then went to college, and then I started cutting more than I was in school. I'm just going to be honest.
Really?
Bro, they told me, shouts out to Georgia Perimeter, you know what I'm saying? GPC, you know what I'm saying? Are you with me? Go ahead. We got a community college and we scared. Come on now, don't worry about that. But GPC back in the day, they was like, let me put you on academic probation for a semester, right? So it was that Christmas, you know, right at spring when they told me to sit out. And I was like, I'm not just gonna sit down and do nothing. I had this talent. I was like, my brother's like, yo, man, you know, maybe we should go to barber school. This man is at Morehouse. This nigga can't go to no damn barber school because he's literally at Morehouse. So he was just trying to fool me into going. So I went to go look for a barber school. Couldn't find one. So I decided to go to cosmetology school. Went to Empire Beauty School. Yeah.
You went to cosmetology school?
I know how to blow. I'm trying to tell you what's up. You know what I'm saying?
So
I know how to
do everything.
Man, listen. Eyebrows, man, listen, I'll roller set you. What's up, shout out, you know what I'm saying? Trim that thing at the bottom. I do all that, blow dry that thing. Boy, had that thing over direct, man, had that thing flawless. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, went to Empire and then started working with this amazing stylist named Karen Owens.
Karen
Owens.
Yeah.
OG Karen Owens. Amazing. Like, it's like working with Karen Owens was like working with Nick Saban. Like addicted to perfection, like would not let me slide on any type of like how I was going about my work. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was her assistant for like 4 years. So I was shampooing, doing color, doing relaxers, blow drying, deep conditioning treatment. So shampooing, I was putting them girls to sleep. Boy.
Oh, you was good with them hands.
Boy, listen.
Okay.
I know Brenda. Brenda be passed out. Oh, tipping me. Boy, tipping me like my name was High Ham and Cheese. And, you know, I was on the stage shaking that thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. But they was loving me, too. I was a little cutie, too. They was like, oh, you so cute. I like your little dimple, man. Oh, give me them nice tips. But shouts out to Karen because she just really taught me about, like, just being a perfectionist, like being super detailed. And then she's just like one of the most amazing salespeople I've ever met. You know, passionate about what she knows. So like, you know, she really instilled that into me. And then, you know, I just kind of moved on and then got to Salon Ramsey. And that's when I really blew up because I went to Salon Ramsey. I worked at Tony's barber studio as well. Okay. Shouts out to Tony. But it really, really kicked off for me when I went with Salon Ramsey. Ramsey had it like it was the Carter. It was like the trap down here. You know what I'm saying? And
it was very popular.
Very
that was
popular.
the go-to spot.
Yeah.
That's all I heard for a long time.
Yeah, like he had, I think he had like 5 locations in a block radius. You know, no, he had more than that because it was like, but it was humongous. Like there's still nothing like it right now. And at the time he was cutting Nas, and then he just kind of passed him to me, and then that was kind of the rest of his history.
Wow. Yeah. So was Nas your very first celebrity that you start cutting hair on?
So no, I wouldn't say that. No. My like I was a church kid, so my first kind of guys were like they would be like people in plays and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Actors like that, you know what I'm saying? Dave Hollister was one of the first.
I love Dave Hollister.
Yeah, he was one of the first guys that I ever, I was like, oh snap.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, because that's probably like 3-4 years into my career, you know, but like my career is always like, no matter what I've done, like the best have always been attracted to getting service, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I've like always been a stickler for detail. I used to be like my pastor's armor bearer, like his right hand man. So I'll be like getting his stuff ready, you know, making sure that he was always in a nice flow. So I always took that type of mentality to like when I was an assistant. Then I took it to when I was, you know, starting to cut hair myself, you know what I'm saying? Like I always like, let me go a little bit above and beyond. So I was one of the first guys I know in Atlanta. I ain't going to even front. I know I was the first guy in Atlanta, like doing shampoos, because I was doing the shampoos from Karen. So I started like integrating that into like, you know, my services. I wasn't as nice as I am now. So I was like, okay, let me compensate with actual customer like reassurance. Like, yo, I'm really putting in an extra layer. Like I'm giving you hot towels, scalp massage, you know, shampoo, facial before you even get a cut. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, my services are already above board, you know, just because of my attention to detail. So, you know, yeah, man, I started cutting him. He was like he was like the first one though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I went on tour with Fred Hammond for a while, so that was kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I got a weird Forrest Gump type life, man.
Wow.
I done stand up, did all that stuff random. But like, yeah, I was Fred Hammond's his assistant, and I would cut him as well. And I was cutting everybody on the tour, and then it was just kind of cool like that. But started cutting Nas, man, and it was just like the rest is history. Got to see the whole world, you know, and got to see the world from like the perspective of how a king is treated, you know what I'm saying? Because like Nas, you know, he moves the culture.
Yes.
You know, lyrically, and for a while he's always been like the epitome of cool. So everybody's always tried to match that when whatever accommodations he's had, what kind of like reception that they give him. So I always was able to see, you know, like how people are like even treating something even higher, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I was able to see stuff, and that's where I kind of like moved in, you know?
Right. So then when did you decide I'm going to open up my own space? And then you're like, you love art. So you have like artwork in there. Like, how did all that happen?
So, okay. So the Musa Lair, shouts out to the Musa Lair. We're about to open a new one too. So I'm glad about
Congratulations.
that. Thank you. But the way that it was built was because I was on the road so much, right? So I was on the road so much, and I didn't want to give my clients just to anybody. So I started like linking with other dope barbers, you know, and started like having them work with me. Okay. And while I was on the road with Nas, like when he would be like moving around the city, I was like, yo, let me go see the city too. You know what I'm saying? Like started going and seeing the city. One of the things that I would love to do was actually just go to the museums, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what the real epitome of luxury was, you know, things that have been beautiful for eons and, you know, eras and decades and all these other things and stuff like that. And so I would just go to these museums, the Louvre. I'm like, I'm in Paris. I'm in the Louvre. What kind of flyness is this? And every time I would come back, my clients would like ask like, yo, what did you see? What did you get to see? You know? And I was like, I could show you a little bit of what I saw with the camera that I would take. But I was like, man, I really want to have an environment where these black men can feel what I've been seeing and know that this is like the same type of worth that you should have. Like you should be getting cut in a place that looks at you like art, you know what I'm saying? Looks at you as like a high esteem. Yes. So like the Musa Lair was named after Mansa Musa. You know, Mansa Musa is the wealthiest man of all time, would, you know, erupt whole economies with his generosity by overgiving, you know what I'm saying? So that's what our whole motif was. It's just like always layering it in art, layering it in luxury. You know, you get a drink before you get a shampoo, facial, all those things that we've been doing since I was, you know, working with other people, but just takes it to a whole nother level. That's
like a luxury.
Yeah. Like get you, you know, fellas, if you got you a, you know, groom party, you know what I'm saying? You come over here, we got the drinks for you, you know what I'm saying?
You got like alcoholic beverages there?
Yeah, we were sponsored by Hennessy
for a minute. How much is the haircut?
Oh, 125 and some change. Oh, 125, Cam. 125, Cam. 125 in the shop, Cam. Cats talking about we ain't worth it. You know, y'all be tripping, but
I mean, if you want that crisp line, you don't want to be pushed back.
So this is how I look at it. This is how I look at it, man. Like our art is just like any other good, right?
I I know you guys are enjoying this conversation, but I wanted to hop on here really quickly and say, guess what? Guess what? I got a book out. It's called Behind the Beauty, where I talk about all things business and beauty. I'm going to go more into depth about how to protect your brand, how to grow your brand. If you want more information, visit my website, ggbrowse.com. Till next time.
So if we sold cars, some people sell Toyotas, some people sell Bentleys. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Some people sell Lambos, some people sell, Lexus. It just depends on what kind of business model you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is not trying to get a Bentley haircut. I understand that. But I do sell Bentley haircuts.
Period.
At the Mussolera. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah,
okay, so let's go back.
Okay.
So you're from Gwinnett.
Yeah.
You worked at different shops. Now, you've also worked on production.
Yes.
Did you like production better or working in an actual barbershop?
I've always been blessed with that, man. Like, I had a really crazy run, man, where I was doing Sunday Best. Like, I did, like, every year Sunday Best. And
I probably met you there, too.
Yeah, you did meet me there. I think,
okay.
Yeah, Sunday Best, too. I remember that. So I did Sunday Best, and I was doing, I did, like, Let's Stay Together. But the thing that really put me over the top was doing Survivor's Remorse that was on Stars.
I love that show.
Yeah, Jesse,
you worked on that?
Yeah, those were my
That was
cuts.
all you? They was fresh. Okay. Okay.
Go look at those. Go look at those episodes. Oh man, go look at those episodes. I watched the episode the other day. I was like, yo, them cuts look like they here today. You know what I'm saying? So that was really dope because I was an actual star request. Ron Rico Lee. Shouts out to Ron Rico Lee. Ron Rico Lee. Let me just say this. Ron Rico Lee doesn't know how much of an impact he's had on the barber community. And I'm going to tell you how this has happened. So, first time I cut Ron Rico was for Let's Stay Together. I was cutting him, one of my homeboys, Dalen Spratt. He does Ghost Brothers with me. He got a haircut for me one time, and he worked on the Monique show. So, Ron Rico's wife was like the head wardrobe person. So Ron Rico was on set, and he said, yo, who cut your hair? It's like, my boy Marcus, right? So this is before we even did the show. He's like, yo, my boy Marcus. Okay, cool. So randomly, I'm in Lenox. I'm at the Farmer's Basket. Everybody know what the Farmer's Basket is. You know, get that little chicken.
Yes.
Got me a little sample. You know what I'm saying?
A little soul food.
You know what I'm saying? Get a little. Let me give you that. Let me get the bourbon chicken. Go ahead and get that bourbon chicken. No, not that one. Not that one. The other one. There you go. That one. You know what I'm saying? But randomly, Ron Rico Lee is standing right beside me. I'm like, yo, bro, like, let me just introduce myself, man. My homeboy told me that you've been looking for me. He said, you Marcus? Man, and it just like, from that moment, it was just like, we just like
alignment. It was just meant to be.
Alignment.
Yeah.
Alignment. And so at that point, with what happened with Ron Rico was, he was like, I was cutting his hair during the off season. He was about to go back to the show again. Mm-hmm. And they had a barber on set, but the barber was like, he was lit at that time. So he was like cutting the Ricky Smiley show and Let's Stay Together. So he was like having to do both shows, and the timing wasn't aligning. So they had me. So Ron Rico was like, yo, let me just bring Marcus in to cover on a couple of shows. And he's like, yo, you cut my hair, but to keep continuity, you have to use these fibers, because like, the atomizer, right?
Yeah. Did you know how to use those?
Bro, nobody was using this. This was, I'm talking about, I'm not even, if I'm lying, I'm flying. There was nobody using this at this time. He handed this to me, and I was like, what is this? So I literally had to go the next day and actually go practice it on a few of my clients. I had the guy who was on the set, mm-hmm. who used it, wasn't picking up his phone. I don't know.
He was hating.
You know you was hating.
He was hating on you. He didn't want you to get that.
You know you was hating on me. And you still didn't stop me, dog.
Okay, because what's for you, baby?
Come on, man. And we all eating. Ain't that crazy? We all eating still, brother. So you can't stop nobody. Don't try to stop nobody. So he wasn't trying to show me the game, so I just had to learn on my own. Mm-hmm. Long story short, we started doing, Survivor's Remorse. I started giving them the crispy cuts, the fly lines. And so I liked set work, but they were allowing me, because I was a star request, to be able to leave, do my 8 and skate. so I could go cut.
So you weren't stuck there for
I
like
wasn't
13
stuck.
hours.
No. So,
okay.
you know, they
Lucky
wanted,
you.
Yeah, and that's the other reason, you know, I'm a little antsy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a barbershop guy. I got to get back to the trap, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's where it's at.
That's where it's bumping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got to keep them people happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, serve them.
So do you also teach other barbers your technique?
Yes. Of course, all the people that I've passed clients to, I've always had like some type of training and insight to bring to them that they weren't using prior to, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be, you know, how far they could take the business, you know, whether it just be going beyond it being just a barber, you know, becoming a business entity, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Whether it be just the outlook that they have on their career, knowing that there's different levels, different avenues and lanes. So yeah, all of my barbers have had some type of tutelage and training from me to kind of be able to handle these high-end clients.
That's awesome. So you have to be a very secure person.
I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, like,
right? Because some people
weird.
feel like I don't want to really show them everything I do
like,
if they take my
like,
person.
No, like, and that's funny, man. That's why I started Suprema.
Okay.
You know, that's
what's Suprema.
So glad that you asked. Suprema. So I developed this technology called Suprema, where it's a community and a network for barbers, all elite, top end barbers, where they can get mentorship. They can get training, whether you want to do franchising, whether you want to start commission based, whether you want to just do booth rent, like shop owners, if they have chairs available. This is like a virtual barber expo that you have where you can like meet any and everybody who you admire, who you want to learn game from. They have training in there, you know, so not just learning from me, but learning from all the other top people from like Kenny Duncan, Joshua Hawkins, you know, Vince Garcia, you know, in LA. These are people who've been cutting for Team USA, who cut for, you know, Chris Tucker, who cut for the, you know, the 76ers and different high-end people. And we're all on this platform connecting, showing and mentoring all new barbers who want to come up, barbers who are our same age, older than us, who want to just, you know, take the barber industry and their game to the next level. So the network is where we just have all the top elite barbers in a collective network where we service all high-end clientele.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you even have the community, like a niche community.
Yeah.
So they
the
have
community,
to bring the skill set,
yes,
customer service.
Yes. And it's like the first verified like spot. So a lot of times when you're trying to look for a barber or a hairstylist, lastician in a city, you just have to go to Instagram and hashtag, and then you're just like hoping that, you know, they good, and then even hoping that they're polite, hoping that they have a good business sense about them, you know, hoping that you ain't got to go through all these other things. You don't want to have to negotiate prices. You don't want to be surprised by. So what this does is we have all those things already laid out in their profile. The client even has a thing for the barbers. We have a thing called Perfect Cut, where let's say if you're a client and you got the cut that you love for the rest of your life, we put it in the profile like your My Chart, and you have it from all angles on how your haircut was cut, and the barber who cut your hair explains step by step how they cut it. So no matter where you're at in the country, you have continuity in your haircut.
I love that. Does that continuity come from you working on set?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's how you can do like a consistent look every time you are with that client. I love that.
So we're moving towards, you know, partnering with, you know, NBA teams, you know, NFL teams, Major League Baseball, hockey.
Wow.
We want to be in all aspects, you know.
Congratulations. That's huge for the industry.
Yeah, and that's what I really love about it, because there's been so many people who say, you know, I don't have an opportunity to get seen. You know, I'm nice, I just need people to know. So this is the actual opportunity in which it's like, you know, you may not cut the superstar, but you're going to cut, you know, the sixth man.
Yeah.
You're going to cut the coach. You're going to cut the guy on the training staff. You're going to cut somebody in the organization. You might cut the PR. You might cut, you know, the manager of one of the players. You might cut those type of people. Or you might cut a CEO who's traveling to your city for just a week but wants to have a specific haircut because he's about to have an amazing presentation that he has to do. We want to make sure that the whole trust and whole confidence that you're going to look good is on us. You know what I'm saying? So the freshest the league has ever been is what we're calling it.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's going to be dope.
Oh, man, listen.
If you a barber,
y'all better,
you need to get into Suprema.
Suprema. LiveSuprema.com.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on.
So how do you balance, you're married, you have kids. How do you balance work-life balance? You just got back from out of town.
Yeah. So actually it's gotten a lot better. I'm not going to front because I haven't been traveling as much as I used to for my clients. So it's allowed me to get an opportunity to lock back in with my family. It's really, really, really dope. Like, I take the kids to school every day.
Okay.
I'm about to go pick them up after this.
Right.
They're going to be like, where was you at? We're not late. But, they just, I just was blessed to find out that they both made honor roll, straight A's.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Like straight A's, like 100s. I'm like, whoa, okay.
That's good.
But like taking them to the, like after school, we take them to the library. Now they're in basketball. My daughter's in gymnastics. So it's just like being locked in and tied in, and when I need to work, I'm working, but with Suprema now, my mindset is just finding work for other people,
yes.
Opportunities for other people. So it allows me to kind of free up, my day to day.
Yeah.
And it allows me to reconnect with my wife, allows me to, be just the optimum man that I can possibly be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of get pulled so many different ways, when you're on the road. You get pulled in just not being able to connect with the family, trying to just stay motivated on the road. And, it's a blessing, definitely a blessing. Like a lot of people talk about like, don't leave your regular clients. I mean, I wasn't leaving regular clients. I had amazing clients.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing that I was able to do was pass my clients to amazing barbers who were coming up. I never felt any type of guilt for me, expanding my career by traveling the world.
Because you have to continue to evolve and grow.
Yeah.
It's like once you've accomplished being booked and busy and working with this person, that person, is like, what's next?
Yep.
You don't want to just like keep doing that over and over again. It's got to be a next level.
Yeah, you standing up all day, and I don't mind it. I love it. I love the atmosphere of the barbershop, but you standing up all day. You're working, you're doing all you can.
People dumping on you.
Man, listen.
They don't talk about that.
Listen, it's a wear and tear.
Mm-hmm.
But, I was able to be blessed enough to be able to see every aspect of barbering. And I think that that's why I was able to be the person to make Suprema, because it's been in my blood since I was 12, and I was drawn to it. I wasn't forced to it. I wasn't, my mama, my auntie, none of that. I'm first generation finding this niche, finding this opportunity to take barber and self-care to an actual digital space. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really out there, and anybody who's gonna try to catch us, you can't, because we're Suprema. You see what I'm saying? So that's how we move.
Okay, so now this is the time where I call it dropping gems with Gigi.
Okay.
So I want you to drop 3 gems that you would give to an aspiring entrepreneur and also someone that is currently an entrepreneur trying to figure out, with the economy and everything, how to stay motivated. What would you say?
All right. So number 1, this is one of my favorites. Dig for gold, sell the dirt. Dig for gold, sell the dirt. Dig for gold, sell the dirt. Meaning you can go for a goal, but everything that you go through is still worth something. I have a client who is who works doing amazing things. One of the jobs that he does, he's a consultant, but one of the jobs that he had was he was going to this overseas, and he was going to a place where they had just like a whole bunch of dirt. And what he would do was buy these tons of dirt and sell it to other countries, and they would extract the minerals out of that actual dirt. And he would sell that as if he was still digging for the actual material. So he was still making money off of the dirt and not even just the whole material. So what I look at it with entrepreneurs, like you're going to go through, the ups and downs, ebbs and flows, but like how you're doing, you've written about all those challenges. That's selling the dirt. You know what I'm saying? You've written about how you had to dig. We also talk about the gold rush back in the day. The gold rush back in the day in San Francisco, the people who really made money weren't the ones who just found, little small chunks of gold, but it was the guys who sold the actual tools so that they can go. The general store people were the ones who were making the money. So that's why I say dig for gold, but sell the dirt. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Another one of the things is like maximize your success cluster. A success cluster is a group of people that are all in the same level, but have potential to go to the next level and run the industry in their other set industry. So there's no competition. You may be an upstart PR person. I may be an upstart barber. You may be an upstart, rapper. You may be an upstart video person. All of us because I've seen it literally in Atlanta. Like my whole peer group is killing right now. My clients are the founders and owners of One Music Fest, and I remember them talking about the festival in the chair.
No way.
The first time.
Big.
Yeah. And now it's like
huge.
You know, I've seen so many different iterations and growth and amazing things happen in Atlanta. So I just say, like, really just stay tight to your success cluster. You know, you guys will all have value, and the value that you have now is the energy that you have amongst each other to push each other to the next level. Third one, nuck if you buck. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know.
Not nuck if you buck.
So, you know, no, just, you know, stay in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be scared. You know, we only got one life to live. So you might as well go out swinging, real talk.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
So tell everyone where we can find you. What's your IG, TikTok, website, what you got going on? Okay.
I'm the Marcus Harvey. You can find me on Instagram at the Marcus Harvey. You can also go to thebarberstar.com, Live Suprema, all barbers, livesuprema.com. Join the community, join the network. We're doing some amazing things right now. Be a part of the foundation. TikTok. It's the Marcus Harvey. I need to really get on TikTok. Y'all been hearing.
You need to be on TikTok. Your personality and everything. Are you crazy? Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm gonna be selling dope on that TikTok, boy. You know what I'm saying? Go holler at your boy. Follow my my YouTube page. I'm about to get that popping too. So yeah, come check me out on that. And yeah, just pray for me, man. I pray for y'all. You pray for me. Come get a haircut, not for free.
It's gonna be $125.
Yes, baby.
Marcus, thanks again for coming on the show.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I'm so honored that you came because you are a busybody.
Hey, man.
So I'm so grateful for you to be here.
Thank you.
And you guys, that is the end of Behind the Beauty. I'm your host, Gigi Jeans. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.